Former Reform MP Rupert Lowe admits getting staff member to put down his Labrador with a shotgun. Oh, Rupert. Mr. Lowe said taking the animal to the vet would have been cruel as they can sense that something is wrong. I think an animal might sense something's wrong if I'm standing in front of it with a shotgun and tears in my eyes. Right? I think the dog's gonna go, like, what's going on, master? We're friends. Ah, it's making me sad. But anyway, former Reform MP Rupert Lowe stunned fellow parliamentarians after revealing he had his elderly Labrador shot with a rifle. Mr. Lowe said that he asked his gamekeeper, to shoot the 17-year-old dog in the back of the head at his Gloucestershire, there it is, estate, leaving MPs visibly shocked, as I imagine anybody would be. He said the dog Cromwell, of course it was called Cromwell, was so infirm that he could no longer use his back legs, and he decided to take action after noticing the animal's extreme suffering, the Mail on Sunday reports. Speaking to the newspaper, Mr. Lowe insisted his actions were humane, as dogs can sense something is wrong when they visit a vet and often panic. Again, I'm not believing that reasoning, I'm afraid. He said, my keeper shot our dog the other day. He was a Labrador of 17. Dogs do go through ups and downs for a bit, but in the end, Cromwell's back legs went, and our keeper Kevin very kindly did the job. Cromwell didn't go anywhere. He wasn't away from home and he wouldn't have known anything about it. So much kinder. They are not driven to the vet. They don't smell the vet. It's just all over very quickly. I mean, I'm not denying that, but I don't know, I couldn't do that to an animal that I love. But anyway, Mr. Lowe said he couldn't bear the thought of shooting the dog himself, so he left the responsibility to his gamekeeper. He added, I would find it difficult, which is why my keeper did it, so you can call me a coward on that basis if you want. Yeah. Sorry, Rupert, I like you, but yeah. I've got friends who can shoot their dogs. They just take them on a walk, put a shooting rifle at the back of their head, and bang, done. They don't feel anything. I would have found it hard. He was 17 and had been with us for that long. I would be proud to tell you it was me who did it, but I can't claim that credit. After the deed was done, Mr. Lowe said he buried Cromwell by his tennis court near his previous pets and raised a toast to him. Report. Oh, there's more. That's great. Mr. Lowe discussed the matter openly with colleagues in Westminster, explaining he thought taking the dog to the vet would be cruel and instead took decisive action. But his admission divided opinion. Many MPs reportedly see the issue as a cultural divide between town and country attitudes, with urban dwellers more likely to be offended at this method of putting animals down. An insider said for weeks it was going around the Commons like wildfire that Rupert had shot his dog. Colleagues were appalled and upset, with most thinking it was a cruel way to behave. One MP described it as an old money thing to do, which would have been acceptable 100 years ago. Elizabeth Davenport, campaign manager at Animal Aid, said it highlights a serious failing of animal protection in the UK. There is currently no legislation that protects dogs from this kind of at home euthanasia or indeed many other concerning practices. Legislation that does exist, such as the Animal Welfare Act 2006, only protects animals from unnecessary harm but allows individuals who may have no prior knowledge or experience of animal health and welfare to decide what is or is not necessary. And there we are, that's the end of the article. Now, well, as we all know, we lost Buddha in the Nuremberg trials. I'm just kidding on. Buddha's still hanging on. Buddha's old now. He's old for a pug, and it's shown. Whether or not he's going to be have long left, not sure. Haven't really seen him in a very long time. But basically, the only time I would put one of my pets down with a shotgun is if we were away out in the wild, there'd been a terrible accident, and the dog is like suffering so badly and on the spot, and there's no way for me to get him any assistance, and I can tell from his injuries he's dead, so just end the suffering like that. That's the way that I would do it. That's the only time that I would ever shoot a fucking dog in the head, right? That's the only time that I would actually do that. And am I saying it would be difficult to do? Absolutely, it would be fucking difficult to do. That's my friend, man. Like, holy shit. That would be a horrible thing to do, and I'd probably need therapy after it because that's disgusting and it's terrible. But in any other case, I would take him to the vet, give him a great big hug, he gets a little jag, and then he goes for the forever sleep, right? That's the way to do it. Much more humane, much more nice. I mean, I don't want my dog's final moments having his fucking brains blasted out of his fucking face. You know, he deserves a lot fucking better than that. But yeah, this is fucked up, Rupert. I'm sorry. I really, really like you, but that's so fucked up. And I get for like a long time that was just the done thing, but there were a lot of done things for many, many years that we just don't do anymore because they're barbaric and fucked up. Right? So, Rupert, I really, really like you, but fuck you for this.